His name is Caleb Lawrence, but since the age of 14, he's been known as Kai. He was born in Western Canada.
Around in the ghettos and places where I grew up when I was only like 7 and 8, wandering around with no support, nobody around to help me out, and there's a lot of bad stuff that happened to me.
The era of the residential school system is one of the darkest chapters in Canadian history. First Nations children were taken away from their families and forced to assimilate.
The attempts to erase our identities hurt us deeply, but it also hurt all Canadians.
Where I wasn't allowed to talk my native tongue or practice my native ways.
It doesn't matter your look, skills, or age, or size, or anything. You're worthwhile. No one could ever take that away from you.
That time, that was called Brainerd Indian Training School. And it was not only for the Indian kids in the area, but that's the first time in my whole life that I met all other tribes.
The moment she stepped up to the microphone, this residential school survivor put forward an emotional account of her years going through the system.
It wasn't my fault.
It's not your fault. It was responsible for all that molestation. It wasn't you that was responsible.
The Government of Canada sincerely apologizes and asks the forgiveness of the Aboriginal peoples of this country for failing them so profoundly.
It took great courage for you to express your sorrow and apology to our people.
There's still so much more that we can do
for generations to follow.
To be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Inner child that I've guarded this whole life is still right here and intact.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I stand before you today to offer an apology to former students of Indian residential schools.
Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, my poor little children, will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification.
First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people as not equally human. It set out to kill the Indian in the child. That choice was wrong. Horribly.
One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. Every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with.